Well, the Biden administration is taking quick action on immigration reform, giving millions of undocumented people in the country hope for a possible pathway to citizenship.
Yeah, our Ricardo Coronado spoke with a local immigration attorney about the legislation called the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021.
Maria Andrade, executive director and an immigration attorney of Immigrant Justice Idaho, says the Biden administration has sent out a proposed immigration reform bill to Congress. The legislation is known as the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021. The proposal includes an 8-year pathway to citizenship.
And it opens the door for individuals to come forward and make an application to have a temporary, sort of like a probationary period for about for 5 years. And presumably during that time, an individual would have to, maintain their eligibility qualifications, which we understand to be, paying your taxes and not having a criminal record and these types of things. And then after a probationary period, that those individuals will be able to apply for U.S. citizenship within 3 years.
Andrade says applicants would have to document and show proof they live in the United States by January 1st of this year. The bill could also provide relief for some people waiting for years for visas to become available.
In the second bucket of reforms has to do with reducing that backlog for family-based immigration, reducing that backlog for employment-based immigration.
Betsaida Chavez Garcia, a staff attorney of Immigrant Justice Idaho, says the proposed plan would allow people with temporary protection status, TPS holders, immigrant farm workers, and dreamers to be eligible for a permanent resident card.
Who meet specific requirements are going to be eligible for green cards immediately under this legislation. And so that's very exciting news. Myself as a DACA recipient, to see that this bill was introduced, for me at least, it allows me to hope for a path to citizenship.
Andrade explains they are still waiting for details if undocumented individuals who work in the dairy industry, an essential workforce in the gem state, could be considered under the bill.
Dairy individuals have often been written out of the definition of agriculture in immigration legislation, which for our state has really been a problem for a lot of our dairies that rely on migrant workers.
Andrade does believe there will be some opposition to this proposed legislation.
I'm sure there'll be debate and there will be compromises, and not everybody is going to be happy, I'm sure of this.
Ricardo Coronado, Idaho News 6.